your loved ones and family too. If you love them, reflect the things that you do. Because the deed of the parents follow the children too. Directly or indirectly, so the onus is on you, parents. We know you make your children, but you never make their minds. But young dogs swim after the old and a sitting time save 9. Remember, monkey see and monkey do. So be careful what you do, because the children watching you and they're listening too. We have to keep the peace. We have to keep the peace. We have to keep the peace. We have to maintain the peace. We have to keep the peace. We have to keep the peace. We have to keep the peace as I'm living like peace. We have to keep the peace. We have to keep the peace. We have to keep the peace. We have to maintain the peace. We have to keep the peace. We must keep the peace. We must keep the peace, rude boy and police. We have to keep the peace. 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 We must keep the peace, rude boy and police. Keep the peace.
A poem from Miss Cultural Officer, Miss Maxine Brown.
Germs of my fathers. When it's nice, you do it twice. And the germs are speaking, so I've been influenced to repeat this piece. Germs of my fathers. Hit me with the rhythm. Germs of my fathers by Eroy Caetano. Germs of my fathers rumbling in my bones. Germs of my fathers beating in my mind. Germs of my fathers capturing my soul. Words of my fathers tumbling from my mouth. Germs of my fathers, of my grandfathers, of my ancestors jumping in my psyche. Germs of my father, jump, jump, beat, beat on, jump on and on. My Garifuna frame and my Caribbean boat stingle, keeping time with the reverberating sounds of the hollow chong, whose roots reach deep in the hills and the veins and the streams and the souls of Africa. Bring the rhythm. Reach into the banks, to the waters and the heart and the mind of the Amazon, of the Orinoco. Bring the rhythm. My hybrid body shakes and sways and rocks and communicates with the blood of wrinkled hands, of hardened hands, with restive soul and scar, after manacles and cuffs and chains, that pounded bullets and caution-shaped swords that transverse the Atlantic, calling at West African Station and Palm Island stunts of the Golden Antilles, and like the antelope skin, that capture the clatter and the thunder, the clatter and the thunder, the hoofbeat of the herd in the plains, in the African plains, in the African plains, and the rumble and the tumble, and the rumble and the tumble of the jungles. Ready, ready. Happy Africa, Caricom. And the falls of the Amazon, I, stretched and taut, have taken the beating and the pounding, but my spirit, my voice, will not be quiet. shores of the Caribbean waters. Yet you must know, I was here before all that. I was here before the paler faces came, and organ music, jukebox blaring, hymn sung to Mary, and the Queen's English. When they're ready, and the Queen's English shall not be quieted. The drums of my fathers rumbling in my bones. Drums of my fathers captured my mind. Drums of my fathers recaptured my soul. All the words of my fathers tumbling from my mouth. Drums of my fathers, of my grandfathers, of my ancestors, drumming in my psyche. Souls of my fathers, jump, beat, jump, beat, beat on and 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 on, punta and on. Drums of my fathers by Roy E. Caldano. Belize in the house, Punta in the house, the Garifuna spirit in the house. Drums of my father, beat, jump, beat on and on and on and on and on and on and on. That's it, you're the dance now. Dance now. My favorite Jamaica dance. Head ready. Hey, put your hands in the hole for our dynamic, versatile MC Nika Anderson Isaac. Culture beats head. Ready.
Most of the dances that we see today, we get them out of Africa. Please move. It's a cultural affair. Africa Caricom Day. Be a part of it. Give the drummers a warm welcome and round of applause again. Woo!